And now it's time to get the Lexington perspective on things and the pride of Ravenwood, Brentwood, and the University of Tennessee, and part of the back line there at Lex. You know, when you look at this, Allie, and you are in your first season as a pro,
Mhm.
and you're playing in a championship game, that's not a bad run, eh?
No, it's been a great start to my professional career.
When you were leaving University of Tennessee, and Lexington knocks on your door and it's like, hey, we'd like for you to be a part of this. What was your initial reaction to being a part of something at Lex where it's ground up pretty much in a league that's kind of ground up in its second year? What was your initial reaction?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't really know much about like the Super League in general. And so I was kind of like, oh, like, sure, like I'll hop on a call to just like see what it is because I honestly didn't know much. And then after going on a call, talking to the coaching staff and like kind of hearing about it, it sounded like a really cool experience. And I was like, oh, this is totally something I'm interested in.
So you dive in, and what was your wake up call that this is entirely different from it just means more on the soccer pitch?
Honestly, I think I joined like 2 weeks late. So I was at camp, so I had to come a little later. And hopping in, like I was kind of like, okay, is this like college? Is it like I didn't really know what to expect? And honestly, it was definitely a quicker speed soccer wise, but definitely a similar vibe to like the culture was awesome. The girls were great. I think it's just definitely a quicker pace than college and like more physical and just like higher IQ. But otherwise, very similar.
How long did it take you to kind of get adjusted to the advanced pace? Everything's quicker. You have to process things faster. How long did it take you to get to full song in fifth gear?
I think for me, I would say like 2 weeks maybe or even like a month, honestly. Like I feel like for me, it kind of takes me a second to just like I guess just have like confidence because I was like, oh, I'm the youngest player. I'm coming in. I'm new. So I would say like 2 weeks to get comfortable and like a month to like fully playing like myself.
How different was it learning from someone like Kosuke Kimura from what was going on in the SEC? How long did it take you to kind of understand where the staff was coming from there in Lexington to what you were used to in Knoxville?
Yeah, I don't think it was much of a change, like, the information I was given. I think something great about Koss is, like, he was a player, and he's very passionate and is super involved and, like, gives good advice, like, was like, "When I played, this has helped me." So I like having that perspective of, like, he had played and, like, understands what we're going through. But I think similar, information receiving from coaches.
What did you think you needed to work on the most to get adjusted to life as a pro? Because, obviously, everything in the SEC is at one speed, college is one speed, but then
Mhm.
the pro is at entirely different angle. What did you think that you needed to work on still after you left UT to get ready for the pros?
I think just like I also kind of switched positions in college. I played a center back and now I'm playing left back, outside back. And so slightly a position change. And I think biggest thing was kind of just like being comfortable on the ball and under pressure. I think in the pro, like I'll be under pressure sooner and having to like think of where I'm going next quicker. And so I think just that like comfortable under pressure and like making my next move quicker.
How much of your center back brain did you have to leave behind basically with activity now at left back? It's like, okay, yeah, I was that person. Or do you take that information and still apply it, even though you're still going to be marauding down the left?
Yeah, definitely still apply it, but, like, I do have to remember, like, "Oh, I'm allowed to step up and get high." Like, I can join the attack and I don't have to sit back. I think that's the biggest thing, but I think it helps, like, knowing the center back roles, just being comfortable defending 1v1, defending in the air. It has helped me as left back, but definitely join the attack. That's the biggest difference that it's been.
And I could just I have this thought in my head. Just it's like, oh wait, I have space and I have the ball. Wait a second, I need to go
I
forward.
can dribble forward, yeah. Mhm.
I,
Yeah.
when you look at practice, and apparently, from what I understand, everything at practice, it's like, oh, okay, man, she means business. She's one of the toughest folks that's out there that I have to go up against, when it's kind of half and half. What's it like as this new person that's a rookie, that's a left back that was a center back and kind of remembering your stuff, but now you're getting a different challenge and you're challenging even your teammates out there. What's it like to be recognized even out of the blocks as someone that's a handful out there?
It means a lot. It gives me a lot of confidence. I think being a rookie, being newer, it can be stressful being like, okay, like you're thrown into mid-season, but having my teammates having my back and being like, I'm nervous going up against you 1v1. Like it honestly gives me lots of confidence and just knowing that like they believe in me and trust me as a player.
So soccer in the Southeast, obviously with where you grew up, south of Nashville, and going to Knoxville to play in college, and now you're in Lex as a pro. What's it been like for you to see the game continue in the southeastern United States, where a lot of folks may just sit there and go, it's the South, but to see it grow in Nashville, in Knoxville, in Lexington, and all the different places that you get to go? What's it been like for you to see the sport grow in the South and the Southeast to where you can be a part of something in a pro league that has to do with women's soccer that is, all around the United States? What's it been like for you to see it grow?
Yeah, it's been really cool. I think playing in Nashville, we had 4 girls come to UT. So I got to play with some teammates I played in club. And that's super cool because we have a community in Nashville cheering us on at Tennessee. And then being at Tennessee, not too far from home, was great because like you could walk around, everyone's like, go Vols, like go UT soccer, which was great. And I'm a homebody, so I like being close to home. So when Lexington gave an offer, I was like, okay, that's like not too far of a drive for my family. So it's been really cool that they created this club, and the Lexington community has been great. We get a good amount of fans, and the youth clubs come out and support us. So I think it's cool that we have the ability to inspire younger generations and just how it's grown in the South.
Allie Brown from Lex getting ready for a title game in her first year as a pro. So, what do you do for an encore after this? Kidding, that's later. Hanging out with us here on the morning show. When you mentioned being close to home, and so literally it's just a couple hours for family to cross over a state line. Have they been there with you on road trips? Have they been there to see you at home games? What's the support been like from home there?
Yes, they have been able to travel. They come to a lot of my home games. I have 3 other siblings who also play sports. So
but don't they know that you're playing in a pro league?
Right. So they haven't been able to travel to away games much because my younger sister has been playing flag football and they'll go to her games. But they've been to all my most of my home games, and they'll be there for the final. My whole family can actually come out for it. So honestly, their support means a lot, and I love having them there.
Do you get home cooked meals? Do they get to do, it's like, hey, here's my laundry. Can you help me out? Do you still get that kind of thing?
Yeah, no home cooked meals, but my mom will come and clean my place. She does laundry, yes. And they'll take me out to eat and get groceries. So it's, free meal.
How many tickets are you having? Are you having to talk to teammates about getting tickets for this and taking their allotments, or what's
yes, I was figuring out this morning, I have my whole family's coming. So there's 7 of them. And then my boyfriend's family is coming. So there's 4 more. So I was asking people for some tickets. Yes.
Are you getting the allotment? Are you going to be able to satisfy everybody in that block?
It sounds like yes. They were really working with me. So I have enough.
Okay, because when you have your A block there, or is it the B block? It might be the B block. When the B block is there for this championship, I mean, it's for this franchise. It was a slow start, and it was a lot of 2-2s. I mean, but then you get into what you're staring at right now, and you're on a roll heading into the postseason and heading into this championship game. What has it been like for you on this stretch run to remain on the task at hand to be able to get there and be in a championship?
Yeah, honestly, it's been super cool being a part of this group. I think something that's really special is that we all get along and have really been it takes all of us as a team, even if you don't play. It's just we have good morale and a good culture. And I think that bleeds into how we play on the field. We have good chemistry and have each other's backs. And I think that's something that shows from our success. And it helps us out a lot.
Yeah. And, when you look at the run of form recently, just kind of going back in time, it's 3 on the board, goalless draw, 2 on the board for a win, 4 on the board for a win. You're getting a lot of clean sheets. That speaks to the defense. And I know that's something that's close to your heart and your DNA. What's it like as a source of pride not to be giving up a whole lot of goals this season, especially down the stretch?
Yeah, I think it just when we don't give up goals or our goalkeeper makes big saves, it's like just a boost of confidence and like motivation. All right, let's go score another and keeps us in games. And also an incentive when we do get shutouts. Our goalkeeper brings in donuts the next day.
Yeah, and so when you
Shutouts.
have
So that's always
that kind
positive.
of faith behind you between the sticks, especially in playoff and championship situations, that really gets to you. What's study hall been like getting ready for this one?
This game, I think it's not overthinking it. I think the biggest thing is like we want to play how we've been playing and focus on us and not focus on the opponent, obviously a little bit, but I think just continuing to do what we do and what makes us good has been the biggest message.
Yeah, and so you knock off Dallas 2-0. Sarah and Kat get your goals. What was the vibe like after winning in the semi? Was it, okay, there's still stuff we got to do? Was there momentary excitement knowing there's stuff that you got to do? I mean, what was the emotion like in the locker room after that?
Yeah, it was definitely, we wanted to celebrate our win because, again, it's a big deal to win in the semifinals. So we were definitely excited. But the message was like, we're not done yet. There's one more game. So it was definitely like, great job, like way to get this done. But we still have one more to do. So don't get like ahead of ourselves.
Set pieces. 17 goals off of set pieces. Did I read that right?
Maybe, probably.
I mean, okay, so then let's talk set pieces in general. Obviously, a great source of pride. How much time, how much work at practice goes into set pieces and making sure that you can attack from a bunch of different places to put the ball in the net?
Yeah, always match to -1. We take a good chunk of time and walk through them. Our coaches come up with great plays, try to change it up, new signals. So they spend a lot of time on it.
I mean, and then okay, so here's the breakdown, and I thank the league for this. So 17 goals from set pieces, 4 from throws and 8 from corners. I mean, 4 from throw-ins and 8 from corners. I mean, that's obviously, with you and in your presence, obviously creating as much havoc as humanly possible. But 4 from throw-ins, break that down for me. How does a throw-in turn into a positive like that?
So we actually spend not a lot of time, but there is talk about throw-ins and how like, oh, we want to play quick, or, oh, like this is how we're going to set up. But we also have some players that can do a long throw. And so when we get a throw in higher up the field, sometimes we'll set up in the box as it's like a free kick or something because they can throw it as far into the box. So that definitely helps. But yes, throw-ins are important.
So if I'm walking in the door for the first time, if I'm there at Lexington and you've got your 11 tickets and the B block is there, they're all in that one place. If I'm walking in the door for the first time, how would you describe what Lexington SC does on the field when you are successful offensively and defensively?
You're saying what we do on the field when we're
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think we do a really good job of keeping the ball and playing soccer. We are like a possession-based team and like to keep the ball, swing it around in order to create chances. And I think that is something we take pride in, is being able to connect passes and then lead to goals. And we're also play for each other, super like encourage each other. I think that too.
How would you break down how things are defensively, other than suffocating and making sure that the opposition gets 0 chances on target? How would you break down what you do defensively when you're successful?
Yeah, I think what helps us the most is when it starts from up top. When our forwards are applying pressure, our midfield is compact, we're compact as a team. I think that really helps us. And then when we do get broken, 1v1 moments, people making big tackles and slides definitely makes it successful as well.
It's when you look at the standings and you see how the top 3 teams in the league were basically, it's like, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and throw a tarp over the 3 of you because you're that tight. I mean, it's goal difference that got you ahead of Jacks. And you wrap up with 53 points, both of you. Carolina's 2 points behind you. How crazy competitive is this league?
I think that's one of the great things about it is that all the teams are good. And like I think it was cool that we could fight to the end and everyone had like the shot to win the Shield. I think that makes it like even better because like you don't want to win blowing out teams. It's good to win when you're going head to head, and you have to win in order to get the shield. And so I think it's super cool that this league is super competitive.
Do you get to walk around town when you're there? Do people sit there? Do you wear your Lex gear when you're out, like doing stuff normally, or just like a polo or something? Do people stop you and go, hey, hey, Allie, what's going on? Do you get stopped in grocery stores?
I don't wear my stuff out a ton, so no, but I will say there definitely are like parents that like reach out on Instagram DMs and are like, hey, congrats, or like just random fans will like reach out through Instagram, which is cool.
What's it like when you get to be that role model, either for the younger players and the younger players, the ones that might be elementary school age, the U12 and under, the ones that get to visit you at the field, and then you have the high school age? What's it like rubbing off and being a role model like that?
Yeah, I think it's super cool because I totally remember being that little kid and looking up to older players, being like, they're so cool. Like, oh my gosh. So after games, I think it's really cool that we'll spend time like signing anything kids want, talking to them. And honestly, like thinking back to like when I was young, I was like, that was so cool. So being in this position is honestly awesome. I think that you don't really realize it until you're here. You're like, wow, like I can inspire younger kids. Like people look up to me. Like it's crazy.
Wow. Well, okay. It's crazy that in your mind that you get to inspire folks. And do you get time to sit there, and does it sink in, or like immediately as you're doing it, or do you have to kind of get back into the locker room and maybe be in your car or something? You're like, oh man, I'm rubbing off on folks. This is really cool.
I would say not initially, but sometimes I'll be talking to my parents and someone comes and asks me to sign something, and I'll go and sign it and come back and they're like, that was cool, like whatever. And I'm like, yeah. So like, but yeah.
Do you still sign things that are orange?
Of course, I definitely do. Yes. Someone actually came with a Tennessee checkered jersey the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is cool.
What have you learned about yourself in this first season as a pro that you might not have known about yourself going in? Like I said, it could be completely athletically related, or it could be just as a young adult growing up. What did you learn about yourself as a pro?
I would definitely say just kind of like, I think there's a lot of ups and downs in soccer, and especially now that it's like my job, just kind of trusting myself and my instincts. I think it can be hard if things don't go your way sometimes. And like, now this is like my career. I think just really trusting myself and like remembering like why I'm doing this, and like that this is like, I get to do this. This is my job. I get to play soccer. So I think that has really helped, and just like being confident in myself.
Allie Brown, formerly a center back at UT. Now she's a left back in Lexington, brought to us by the letter L, left and Lexington. Championship game coming up tomorrow against Carolina Ascent in the Gainbridge Super League. Thanks for dropping by. I know that you're running around at 9,000 miles an hour doing things and trying to be like 9 different people at once and prepare for a title game. I can't thank you enough for dropping by the morning show. Be safe. Get there, have fun, enjoy the experience, and we'll catch up with you on the flip side. Thanks for dropping by.
Thank you for having